We've seen
Yeah,
curriculum reviews, we've seen NCEA booted to touch, and we're back to something that looks like school cert used to look a long time ago with some
yeah.
grades and winners and losers. So I just wanted to ask you, just sort of philosophically, and what do you think about the idea of inclusive education
Mm.
versus one size fits all?
I think that's so important that we have an education system that acknowledges that all children learn differently. Some learn in different ways, and we know from having our own children that they learn differently. Whether that's by the way they learn, or maybe that's even through neurodiversity or other things that kids might have. So the ability to meet a learner where they're at is really important. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we'll just leave kids behind. And so for New Zealand, that will be lower socioeconomic areas, Māori, Pacifica, disability, all of the areas we know where people already struggle to access good quality education. Those groups will be further marginalised under these changes, and that's a real concern. As parents, we want an education for our children that sets them up as well as possible for a really challenging world. We would definitely reinstate the treaty, so 127 that was removed. We're on board with that. We think that's who we are. The treaty is part of our story, and we can't hide from that. So we're in support of reinstating that. I've said it clearly that for the curriculum, maths and English, they're okay. They've been in place since the start of the year. For now, we can live with those there. But it's bigger than just that. It's about New Zealand content. It's about having not only a curriculum, but resources and ways of teaching that tell our stories and teach our children to be proud of who we are. And so to have not only the treaty, but Māori words, New Zealand content, Aotearoa histories, all of these things. So what we are seeing is a full-scale attack on public education. And the biggest concern is that I always grew up believing that no matter where you came from in New Zealand, you had the opportunity to be educated and to get ahead in life, and that you could succeed no matter what your start in life was. That's been taken away from children, from this generation of children, because we know for a fact that if this curriculum and these changes continue to be implemented, more and more children will be denied the opportunity to be successful in New Zealand. And that is something to fight for, I think.